Tonight's game is just around the corner as we start to wrap up the MLB pregame show. But before we go
Welcome
down
back,
to the action,
guys,
let's take a look at a young player to watch for
to
as we give you
MLB.
the Bowman Prospect Spotlight.
So this will be our first home game series.
White is in that spotlight, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get...
And playing the Royals.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series.
So we're rocking, I guess, a pretty decent record. I don't know.
Red Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up.
Look at that. That's pretty cool. Hopefully my guy will be there one day.
A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring.
And our first at bat.
Brandon White gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Still using dynamic difficulty. We have about 7 more games this month in the game. And I think we'll finish this month on dynamic. So 4-seam, slider, changeup, curveball.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ooh, good pitch to hit, it looks like.
To begin the at-bat, it's 0-1. Eric Karros, we look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, they still find themselves stuck in 3rd place in the division, but this is an important stretch for these guys.
Now a 4-seam outside.
We've got a chance to get back into it.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine. What a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corner.
2-1.
If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
2 out, nobody on.
Interesting about the umpires. So up or down, got to be careful with those, I guess. Nailed it, but it's going to land for a base hit. Never mind.
Well, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
We got some pitches to hit there, but we came through anyway. That first pitch looked pretty good. It's just I just got on, and I kind of have to get in, you know, see a pitch and get in the feel of it. There's a steal right here.
Set. Here's the 3-1.
And a good throw, but I'm safe.
Not in time as he steals second.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets a tone early here with a 1st inning steal of second base.
So we do have 2 outs though, so might be a good idea to be aggressive if he gets maybe a pretty good base hit. But nope, not gonna have a chance.
Red Sox leave 1. After 1, no.
I still think we're the DH. I'm trying to get my fielding and defense type attributes up, so trying to take over Dustin Pedroia. So same pitcher, 2 outs, guy on 1st and 2nd. Good chance to score here. So far we've seen fastballs and sliders, and I believe we hit a slider.
He's set. Here it comes.
Yee, man. That just probably should have, I mean, should have taken that, but I thought that was going to land in the middle, just went real low. Hard to tell sometimes.
Brandon White steps in, working on a 1-for-2.
Got to experiment with your swings. 2 outs again, alright. That could land, I don't know. Nope, that's going to be a home run. That's the first normal home run for me in MLB. Remember, our first home run was an inside the park home run. It was pretty crazy.
Have taken a 3-1 lead.
If y'all watched the last video. And it was a solo. 389 feet. I think that was a low fastball, if I remember correctly, to the right, on my right. I was thinking he was going to catch it, but looks like I barely got it over.
Brandon White will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point.
Alright, so what's the score now? Winning by 1. 7th inning. 1 out. And we got a brand new pitcher we gotta learn here. He's got a cutter. Looks like no fastballs.
Into the windup and the pitch.
So we gotta take those fastballs out of our mind. I think the cutter's the closest thing to a fastball he has, but I don't know. I'm just saying all this by memory. I know a changeup is just slow. Slider. Sweeping curve. That's a curveball that kind of sweeps to. Gotta get used to that.
And the 1-0 pitch.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Thought it was gonna drop. Stayed up. I've had a problem with that. Now they're winning because of course I screwed up, so now they gotta be winning. New pitcher again. Forcing 2 seam. And I got on base.
You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Boy, how much
So that's a 3-hit ball game.
He's got himself another 3-hit ball game, and that batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
And let's see if this guy can
Stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip.
make some production.
Has him down to their final strike. Here
Nope,
it
he
comes.
lose the first
And
game.
he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible
It's
time
all
run to the
good.
plate, but could not cash in.
I had a good game.
Take our leave. Time for a look at our final line
I think
score
pretty
here. What
much
turned out to be a
2
close
screw-ups.
two-run victory.
One was pretty
An
bad.
entertaining game all in
And that
all.
first
So
curveball that I
choose one
missed
who
was
stood
pretty
out
much a
above
guess.
all others. Why not go
'Cause
with
I usually
this
take
man
those,
right here?
I
He's
think.
our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely
See, that's
made
at
it count.
70.
Big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
Let me get that accuracy
So
up.
that'll just about do it for Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew.
And
I'm
we'll
Matt
save those
Vasgersian.
points.
This has been a presentation of MLB.
Alright, so
Show.
game number 2. I don't even know how
Forget
many
to check
games
out
are in this series either. Like usual.
Another big crowd filing in for Saturday night baseball here at Fenway Park
Oh,
in
man.
Boston.
So
Tonight, game
69-59
2 of this
now.
three-game weekend series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show.
Here we go.
Brandon White strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
So guy at second, 1 out. He's got his fastballs. Pretty standard stuff.
Ventura sets. First pitch on its
But
way.
yeah, I'm glad I
And on
swung
that one, now behind
very
the
late
count,
there.
0-1.
Almost a pop-up. What I'm trying to learn to do is memorize where that top part is in the zone. And kind of just judge it on that, since I struggle so much up there.
0-1, here it comes. Down the third baseline.
Nope.
But this will wind up a foul ball.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Strike
stick with
2.
normal since the zone is it's pretty decently big, so let's just be careful not to strike out.
0-2, here it comes.
Whew.
Protecting
I really went
0-2,
far right
so
there.
we'll do it again.
As you see in the bottom left there. Wasn't sure if it was gonna go out, but it looked pretty close, so I had to get the whole zone over there. Ooh, man, that was a strikeout pitch. Lucky I tipped that off. I was thinking he was going to go inside, but with maybe a fastball. I didn't think that was going to be a curveball. I was trying to put it in my head, hey, swing a little bit earlier if it's inside.
Here's the 0-2.
Damn. And I did it there, but unfortunately, he just caught it.
Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber?
Winning by 2, guy on first and second, 1 out.
White stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And I guess it was where that number 5 is at. And I think we nailed that one. That's going to definitely be an RBI. A ground rule double. So now we're in the MLB. We are at a 10-game hitting streak. And I think that was just a fastball. Let's see if we can get another one.
He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. And he'll take this
RBI.
himself, and there are 2 away now.
And with 2 guys,
and then let's see if this guy can get a base hit so we can score everybody.
Here with 2 gone, and standing in now the versatile Pablo Sandoval. Ready with the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2.
Okay, then.
That pitch misses. It's
so who's coming up? The catcher.
AJ Pierzynski steps into the box.
Striked
We'll
out.
see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2
Righty on a lefty.
So far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning.
Oh man.
This is a pivotal at bat in one of the
Bases are loaded now.
Right here.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole.
And now the left fielder also striked out.
Jr. stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty.
And that might get caught. Yep, that's what's gonna happen.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will.
That could have been bad if that meant for them. So now they have 2.
Comes to the plate as we get started here
Same
in the
pitcher.
bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, he just gave me a 4-seam right down the middle.
Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly
I'm wondering where that landed on the zone.
And this is hauled in on the run
because I feel like I hit that pretty straight on.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning.
It's a little unlucky.
Brandon White.
See,
will stand
I
in. He flew out
I know I hit that one pretty dead on. So new pitcher, he's got that 2-seam and change up curveball.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Damn, that's happened twice this game. Right at the third baseman.
Here in the 7th. Red Sox go down
That pitch kind of dropped.
but they still lead this one 4-2.
I think that might have been a changeup.
And guys,
But we won the game, it's all good.
bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here.
So we're even in the series.
Strike opposed. He's our
Here we go with another
player
one.
of the game.
Yeah, I think
Another one.
Really could have been anybody's
Another
award,
one.
But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that just about does it for EK.
All right, we'll see if it was
Psycho and
25.
I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. It's the MLB pregame
We're
show.
just going to talk about the streak. We all know that. We're at 10 games. Let's see if we can get to 11.
Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park in Boston. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
Hopefully that guy can do a good job pitching.
Brandon White digs in as one of the more
Unfortunately not,
dangerous
since they already have 1 point.
right now as he's got a 10-game hitting streak to his credit.
Good opportunity to get an RBI. He's got to be thinking he's going to be using that sinker to get a ground ball. Got to show some discipline here.
Volquez sets. Here's the first pitch.
Hell with discipline.
Up the middle, and that is through into
He's
center
going.
field.
Good
The
throw,
base
it looks
is
like,
home.
but not good enough.
In there.
So an RBI, base hit.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10
So we're at
games
11.
in a row, and now
That was a
that's
pretty
11
slow
for this guy,
curveball.
so he is feeling it.
Pretty sure that's what it was. Unless I'm tripping out. But I was able to adjust to that.
Stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Now that should be a double play.
Bare-handed for one. On to
He wasn't even
first,
close to
and
being
how
there.
about that double play?
Guy at
Stepping in,
second.
Brandon White. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring
And that was the
position, so
curveball we
any
saw
ball in the
that
outfield
first time.
probably gets him home.
Thought it was lower, but in the middle area, outside. That dropped. I was one level up above it,
In time.
so
Oh, what a play.
messed up pretty bad there.
Brandon White comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom
Gotta be
of the
careful with
fifth.
that curveball.
Leading off for the Red Sox, designated hitter, Brandon.
Damn,
To third. Moustakas
I thought
is
that
there.
was
One away.
more inside than outside. Apparently not.
Now batting, first baseman.
Brandon White.
It was out there.
Into the
Thought it was gonna be like right here.
Here in the bottom of the
Perfect,
seventh.
but no, more out.
Designated hitter, Brandon.
Gotta remember. I guess I need to start memorizing those outside lines. Four seam. Completely new pitcher. Whoa!
To center field and deep back is the
See
center
you
field.
later,
Back
buddy.
he goes, but this is gonna be a home run.
A no doubt home run. Bottom inside, it looked like.
So it's a solo shot to dead center as they open up a 4-run lead.
That felt good. Another solo home run. 416 feet.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
And we won that game as well.
A handful of
And I'm
fine
player of the
individual
game.
performances to choose from in this
Woo.
one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the
So
hardware?
9-5
He's
is the
our
end
top
there.
player of the
And that's
game.
it.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly,
That's it for that
home run,
series.
which really-
Well, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one. I believe we have another home series coming up. So let's see here. We got 3 games against Tampa Bay, and we need to start picking that up. And then yeah, let's see what we're doing here. Our perception is rising superstar, and we are above expectations right now. Unfortunately, we're not starting at second base, and I want to do that to get more XP. But we've been doing good so far, so yeah, thank you all for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. Subscribe if you haven't already, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.